Hello and welcome. My name is Sasha McDowell, and I'm a leadership and career coach. I am excited to talk to you today about the approach that I use for setting annual goals. So typically when we think about goals, we are used to setting goals at work. Often we also set goals around our health, things like fitness goals or perhaps other personal goals. But I think that it's important to set goals across many different aspects of our lives. So my definition of success, both for myself and for my clients, is really about feeling successful both professionally and personally. And so I think to do that, we want to be intentional and deliberate across all of the really important parts of our lives. So for the past couple of years, I have set annual goals across 4 key areas. I set them across my career. I set personal goals. I set goals for my key relationships. And I also set goals around care work. And care work can be parenting if you have kids. Care work can also be caring for an aging parent if you have one, or a sick family member. So for this process of setting annual goals, I recommend either getting out a piece of paper if you like to hand write, or grabbing a Word document and writing out career, personal, key relationships, and care work. And then as you get in there, before you even write down what your goals are, you might have to finesse some of these categories a little bit. Personal is a broad category. So when you're setting personal goals, are you thinking about your health? Are you thinking about financial goals? Maybe you're even thinking about experience goals, like, I want to go on a really cool trip this year. Your goals can look any way you want, but it's important to get really clear on the categories of your life you're looking at and to write things down. So setting goals in this way provides a few key benefits. So as I mentioned, I've done this process for the last couple of years. It's really transformed my life and allowed me to be much more intentional about what I'm going after. So I think the benefits are, first, when we go through this process of writing things down, it helps us get clear on what we want. And that question of what do we want is actually deceivingly simple. We are always changing. The world around us is changing. The circumstances of our lives are changing. So we really have to keep revisiting this question, what do I want, to be clear. So setting goals really helps us get to the core of that question. The second benefit to this is setting goals provides us with direction. It allows us to be intentional around where we want to go. We are all busy, and what this exercise is not is an opportunity to put more pressure on ourselves to do more and more and more. We can't keep doing more and more and more, but it does help us set direction so that we can think about, how do I want to move forward? What do I want my life to look like as I progress through this year? And then the third benefit is that once we're clear on that big picture, that far off goal of, I want this in my career, or I want this in my personal life, or I want to see this happen in my relationships, or this in my parenting, or with my aging parents, it helps us then to backwards plan and make choices in the moment today that are in alignment with what we want long-term and in the future. One of my favorite ways to begin this process of goal setting is actually through a visualization. So taking a moment, sitting calmly, perhaps you're even closing your eyes, and asking yourself the question, how do I want to feel on December 31st of this year? And really allowing yourself the opportunity just to imagine and to explore. What would you want your career to look like? Where do you want to be personally? What do you want to have happen in some of your key relationships? What about your care work goals? What would you want to see be different at the end of the year than where you are right now? So I hope that this exercise points you in a direction that feels great for you and helps you get to where you want to be in the year ahead. Happy goal setting. See you next time.